All right, we are live and back again, Chris and Chris with website Teardown 4. Welcome aboard. Chris, how you doing?
All right, my friend. I think we're not on landlord farming yet, mate. We're on your group.
Yeah, definitely streaming to landlord farming.
Definitely streaming. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I will just
Let me double check while you intro yourself. I will go and double check, but it says we are.
Beautiful. Let's just have a look, boys and girls. We welcome to Estate Agency Takedown 4, the next generation, where Chris and myself basically just take down some.
Definitely live, by the way, on landlord. So all good. Just refresh the screen. We need to check those things because we want to respond to the chat. Just to let you know, there is a link in the description. If you want to be part of the chat, if you want us to see your chat or see who is posting the chat, please click on that link. That will allow us to see your name with the software that we're using. Otherwise, we won't be able to see it. Secondly, I've got a bit of an apology. I started a live stream earlier by accident. I was just testing the software. So for those of you that turned up and started commenting, please accept my apologies. But yeah, you know, these things happen. Right, what's this? Oh, chat overlay. Okay. So yeah, get your websites in, whatever group you are watching, if it's in the landlord farming or the digital marketing for estate agents or my own personal page. Get your websites in and we will...
Come on, roll up, roll. Are you brave enough? And once we wait for the websites, we bring you the entertainment courtesy of Mrs. Watkin, which is...
keto-friendly, obviously.
Yeah, so basically it is just a lemon meringue cake with absolutely gorgeousness and lemon curd. And then the center is dug out, and there's some lemon curd that goes in like a plug all the way down. Look at that. Oh.
And mate, that is going to totally ruin your treadmill run that you did this morning.
Well, I tell you here and now, the bottom line is this: is I fast 2 days a week where I don't eat. I try and eat nothing for 36 hours, but normally it only lasts 24. And even then, it's just a little thing, but it allows me to have. Okay, so we've got someone saying nice cake. We don't want cakes. We want you to post your websites so the two Chris's can take you down to Chinatown.
Well, you know, we want to be as constructive as possible, right? So we'll try our best.
Okay, well, we've got one person that's come in, and that is Mr. Ian Story with Story Estate. So let's go and have a look at his way. I think it's a Story Estate.
So whoever it was that said stop pissing about and get on with it, your wish is our command. But remember, click on the link in the chat so we can see who you are, or unless you want to stay anonymous, that is. Right, so let's hide that and get on with it, right? So we'll start with...
That was Zoe.
Oh, that was Zoe.
Oh, hold on a second. Right.
We got
okay,
Gavin at Perry Bishop.
So we've got Perry Bishop as well. So that's good. So let's go and do Ian's Story now. And then we've got...
And then we'll move on to Perry next. All right, great.
Okay, good. We're rocking and rolling now.
All right, we've got a few coming in now. So after that, we'll have David Turnbull, EXP. Ooh. All right. Okay, so let me switch over the screen and let's get this going on.
Good.
All right. So let me just change that so we've got a different layout. All right, so here we are with stories. Ian Story. A lot of you may know Ian does some really, really great videos, video tours for the properties that he markets. He is an ex-student of mine on the Facebook course, and he has recently launched this website, if I'm not mistaken, maybe about a year ago. So let's take a look and see what's going on. So, Chris, what are your first impressions as soon as you land on the page?
Well, I've been doing some research on this, boys and girls, and if you went to the Apple website, I posted this morning. If you go to the Apple website, when I was on the internet, and one of the big rules that Apple use is that they use the word "you." Okay. Now, interestingly, I've just been and had a look on Ian Story's website, and he's got the word "you" 35 times. Okay, but why is that important? It's because the website is all about the punter, not you as the agent, and therefore,
Not we.
Yeah, well, yeah. So you is a power word, and the copy is focused on the user, not the agent. The copy on the website is focused on the person who's coming to the website, not the product. It's catering for their needs and not the product features, which at the end of the day is the agency. So big brownie points for the word you and your in that one. What's your thoughts?
Good. Totally. We're always talking about the we-you balance. And, when we're building websites and when we're sometimes copy from older websites to new ones, you can see how, I call it egocentric, how egocentric the copy is. We do this, we do that, we do this, we do that. And if you see any really good high converting websites, it's all about what you will experience, what you will get when you choose to use us. So that's really great. I mean, having said that, the first word of the first paragraph of this website is what? We. Boom. So yeah, all those brownie points and then fell over at the first hurdle. I mean, you could even start like, at stories or something like that. But anyway, let's not, we don't have to be too harsh on that or too picky. Look, my initial impression is already, I know what this agent's about. I'm on brand. I can see straight away. I've got my area straight away there in the most important title of Google. So I can see that. Telling the story of beautiful homes. That's a really nice catchy phrase, but it is not really well SEO optimized. Nobody's going to go onto Google and type in, well, they might do beautiful Cheshire homes actually, take that back. But a nice thing is to kind of mention who you are and what you do in that.
I mean, Chris, let's be honest. People scan websites,
yeah.
And when they scan, people are only going to read the headlines, and headlines should say what you solve, what you do, what you get, and the result of using it. And to be honest with you, I'm loving these. It basically says, why do people of unique? Everyone thinks their home is unique.
Yeah.
Thank God you use the word Cheshire. For God's sake, don't use the word local. If anyone else has the effing word local in their bloody website, what, local to where? The bloody moon? No, Cheshire, Lincolnshire, Grantham, London, or more importantly, whatever part of London you're in.
Definitely. Look, this is great. It is borderline kind of fancy terminology that people might not understand, like telling the story of beautiful homes. I get it. I get the pun, but that doesn't actually explain to me what that means. I have to make.
I tell you what, scroll down, because I tell you what, there's some gorgeous stuff in
there. Let's have a look. Let's not be nitpicky about these flipping titles, because actually, it's really quite good. What I'm loving about the header is there's no slider that no one looks at. It's just that one thing, and that's great. We know people are going to read that, and then this book home is a little bit invisible. I'd make that a little bit more prominent, but I'm going to open that in a new tab so we can see what happens when you click that. Why owners of unique and distinctive homes choose stories. Brilliant. So it's calling out to his target market. Fantastic. Yeah. Really good.
You're writing for one. You're not writing for the masses.
Okay. Good point. I'm just opening these links to see what happens when people will click on them. We've got some nice videos here of these properties. I mean, like Ian's branding is on point.
Welcome to Northfield at 9 Crescent in Hart.
Love that. Straight in. Success stories. I think he's pinched this from us. We use success stories instead of properties for sale on the homepage, because the assumption is it's going to be a vendor looking at the property with a view to maybe instructing you. So let's show them properties we've sold rather than ones that we've got for sale. And if it's a buyer, they can always find the property search link up in the menu, which Ian has very well hidden away. And we'll tell you why you should hide that away in a sec. You got the social proof. and then some advice. You know, you can delve into the advice section. Let's have a look. It'd be great if there was some downloadables in there. We'll have a look in a sec. So reasoning for hiding the menu. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, so Ian, just a little tip. That menu should appear on the right-hand side. If we're clicking on the right, it should appear on the right. I don't want to move my mouse. I know it sounds lazy, but from the right-hand side all the way over here, when I can just pop that in straight away there instead. So I would get your developer to just swap sides on that menu. Really nice, simple menu. There's not everything that Ian does in a link in the menu. It's the most important stuff. Really like that. That's nice and clear. Right, so let's have a look at some of those links that those took you to. Communication is king at stories. Okay, what was that? Talk to us. Let's have a look. Okay, I don't know where I clicked on that. So, oh, that might be the book appointment. Book a home consultation. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's rubbish. Sorry, Chris, just want to say that's total rubbish, Ian. Like, the call to action is book an appointment. And then you've sent them to a contact page to send you an email. That's total rubbish. We want to go straight to a place where they can book that appointment, like you've said on the homepage. So I would suggest you either create a pop-up that does that, or take them to a page where there's a evaluation form that they can book that appointment. So we want to keep that journey going, because now what's going to happen in the vendor's mind is, okay, right, I've got to write them an email. I'll do that in a minute. And then a minute, as you know, never comes. Okay. So yeah, really nice idea, poorly executed on that. What was you going to say, Chris?
No, I can't remember. It couldn't have been that.
Okay. Okay, property search. Yeah, fine. Nothing much to write home about there. That's perfectly fine. Telling your home story. Marketing your home. Marketing your home should have a structure. Nice. You actually decided, yeah, view all homes. I wouldn't have that there. Let's get them going on down the page. Property styling. It could do with an image there to take a look at that. Beautiful videos. Love that. Yeah, look, man, I'm nitpicking. This is a really, really nice looking site. Ready to chat. Let's see what happens. Arrange selling advice meeting. Okay, again, fallen foul of the same issue there. And I see this all the time on websites, to be honest, where, you know, there's a button and it just doesn't take you to where you're supposed to go, or you click on an ad that says get a free valuation and it takes you to the blog. You know, I saw one yesterday where I clicked on a link on an email. I went to the landing page site, click on a link there, and it was like, the Zoom meeting has ended. I'm like, what? That makes no sense. So make sure that the journey is congruent.
Or the Rightmove featured agent banner. Zoe's just come in and said, what about a Calendly link?
Yeah, Calendly link's fine. Or what Calendly do really well is you can get an embed code. So on this page, for example, you can have an embed code of your Calendly, which books the valuation. And guys, anyone that's using Calendly, don't be cheap. Pay the $8 and get the Calendly branding removed so that it looks like it's on your site. Otherwise, it looks really shite. Okay, so get that done. £8 a month per user. You can't go wrong. And the great thing about that as well is you can add in your Facebook tracking pixels, your Google tracking pixels, so that if anyone does actually book an appointment, you can see if that appointment came from one of your ads. And that's really important. That's the kind of conversions we're looking for, not who viewed my video and how many people liked it. I want to know how many people from my ad booked an appointment. And with Calendly, or a page that has the conversion on there, you can do that really easily. So yeah, good idea, Michelle. That's a great idea.
Can we go back? Can we go back to the homepage? I want to just have a look at some of these stories, the success stories, because I'm a huge believer in using data to back up the claims. And there's nothing.
So let's have a look. Tony's
story. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I'd say a plus and a minus. A plus is you can't click away from the homepage, but a minus is if I want to read that story, there isn't one. It's just. Well, let's have a
quick. Okay, let's look at one of Tom's story.
So Tom's story, well, it isn't. It's just a video.
How do you know that we're assuming here, aren't we?
No, I'm clicking on it, mate. I'm clicking on it. It doesn't do anything. It's just the video. So we can't see Tom's story.
No, but let's listen to Tom's story.
Oh, let's listen to Tom's story. All right.
Yeah, it's called a video, mate. This is new. But
I think it's just going to be a property tour, but we can have a look. It does say client stories. Let's have a look.
Hi there, everybody. I'm here today
with
nice. One of my clients, just to find out a bit more about Tom's experience of using us and to discuss this fantastic property behind me. Talk me through the property behind me here, which I believe that you grew up in.
We moved in here in.
How far do you want to go in, Chris?
We were the.
Let's get it there. I mean, let's be honest. This is 99.99% better than most estate agents.
Yeah.
But if I was actually saying something to Ian, and Ian is probably in the top 5 estate agents in the whole of the UK when it comes to video. So I'm being really picky here. But for F's sake, why don't all I know is this, is if you start the video with people in it as the thumbnail, you're more likely to get people to continue watching it. And we wasted, you've got those magic 5 seconds before someone decides I'm going to carry on watching this. And we didn't start hearing from these two chaps until about 12 to 15 seconds in. So if you are doing any videos, don't waste it with logos or anything fluffy like that. Straight in as people. People want to watch other people.
Yeah, you know what, Chris? I agree with you there to a degree. And I would agree with you if this was an advert, and we're on YouTube or we're on Facebook and we want to capture attention quickly, wanting to get in there with the hook and the reason to watch. But they've already been hooked. They're on site. They want to see what this story is. They're invested. Otherwise, they're not going to click. But I kind of agree. I do agree with you. But this is more about branding now and more about the experience because we're on site. But
okay.
Yeah,
but
I think
the same video. Videos are expensive to edit unless you do it yourself. Is that I'm assuming he's going to be using this in his marketing anyway. And again, I'm being really picky here. But Tom's story. Why don't we say Tom from Droitwich? It's his story.
Yeah. That would be good. Definitely, because then that would add a bit more SEO juice as well, if that means anything to anyone. But anyway, yeah, valid points. Really great. I mean, I think going back to quickly just on the website side of things, it looks nice. It's got nice messaging. I do think it could do a little bit more to get the person to book an appointment. I think we need more of that call to action because it's almost hidden away, invisible at the top there. Like you can scroll past that. The first real call to action is find your next home. So that's property search. How we tell the story of property, unless you know what that means, you don't really know what that means. And delve into our advice section. So the only call to book evaluation is this one right at the top, which is almost invisible. So I'd make that stronger. That would be my point there. Let's just have a quick look at the property guides and then we can move on unless there's anything else you want to say about that, Chris.
No, I'm fine.
Okay, so top tips to make the most. Okay, so it's a bit of a blog. Cool. Yeah, nice. Again, no call to action anywhere. Let's click on one, see what happens.
Massive tip for you boys and girls is put the name of your town, or if you're a county-based agent like Ian is, put the name of your town in every single title. So, look at that, 5 ways Cheshire homeowners. You could rip that text, change the word Cheshire to Lincolnshire, and it would work.
Yeah.
And especially if you could go down to do the count, the town, 5 ways Grantham residents can support whatever, or 10 top tips to sell your Grantham home. And again, I'll bang on constantly. Put the name of your town in the image. So when they're scrolling on the iPhone, oh, I live there, doubles the amount of people clicking on your stuff. You put the name of the town in your image.
Agreed. Ian, on a parting note, you just need to work on your call to actions. There are none. There are literally hardly any call to action on your site, especially on the homepage. just make it a bit clearer so that people, especially if you're going to use Google or Facebook to drive traffic to the site, it's going to end up in the nether regions. And if you're sending people to your blog posts, again, they're just going to see the post and then that's going to be it. There's no way to get more information or sign up to your blog or get a free guide or anything. So I'd work on that next. Okay, should we move on?
Yeah, so it's your choice. We can either go for David Turnbull at EXP or Perry Bishops.
Well, Perry was first up, right? So let's jump in with Perry. So viewing policies and guidance. Okay, let's forget that for a sec. Oh,
I like the headline.
1 minute. Helping people on the move in Gloucestershire, Oxfordshire, and Wiltshire. Okay, I almost like it, but again, it doesn't. This helping people on the move doesn't mean anything to Google. You're wasting your H1 title. You've got nice here. It doesn't say that you're an estate agent anywhere. So Google's not going to rank that. I haven't checked your Google rankings, but if this was a fresh site, Google's not going to rank that for ages. I would, this should say something like estate agents in Gloucestershire, Oxfordshire, Wiltshire, helping people on the move. If you want to use that phrase again.
I'm not a huge fan of on the move.
Yeah.
Whether again, I'm being really picky here.
Yeah.
But helping people move home.
Yeah, exactly. Like we keep using these fancy. Perry's not the first one. Keep using these fancy sayings that no one really It doesn't mean anything. You just made it up. It doesn't mean anything. But anyway, so what we've got here is, for me, a lot of wasted real estate on the screen. So we've got this title up here. We've got these images that are just going by that no one's going to sit there looking at them all anyway. So I'm a massive fan of having one static image, as people probably know by now. And then we've got this box here. So as a new user, someone coming to this site, I don't know Perry Bishop. I've never heard of them. I'm coming to this site. I'm already like, it's a bit lame, to be honest. This front bit, I'm not attracted to it. But that could be personal preference. Okay, it doesn't really tell me who you are or what you do. It's just you're just slapping me with lifestyle images. And then I've got here book an instant.
They're very nice stock images, though, aren't they?
They are, but look, no one's going to sit there watching them.
They're very nice.
Don't matter to me. I'd rather see an image of the area or images of Gloucestershire, Oxfordshire, and Wiltshire scrolling past, so I can associate with those. So instant valuation. Let's open that. Book an agent valuation. I'm still not. I'm still not. What?
Okay.
What's that, Chris?
Yeah, I don't know. Go on.
I'm still not understanding why people are offering those two options. I don't want anyone to get an instant valuation at all unless I'm driving adverts to it. Because if they're on my site, let's think about where they've come from. They either know who I am and they've come to book a valuation, or they've checked me out on Google and they've come to find out a bit more about me, right? So the first thing I'm offering them is an instant online valuation, which 9 times out of 10 is going to be a load of crap. They're going to think you lot are mugs and you don't know what you're talking about, and they're gone, okay? So why not use this space on the screen to actually get that person, tell them what you do, and get them to book an actual valuation,
so Chris,
a real appointment in the diary.
Chris, if you were having a website where you were chucking adverts out on the Facebook and the Google, and you were wanting a landing page, would you have a separate landing page just to funnel people in onto the instant house and not probably
100%. Let's make this clear. Our digital marketing clients, we've got quite a few. We all use the instant valuation tool as part of the funnel. It's a great tool. It's a fantastic tool for generating leads. Should it be on the front of your website? No. Should there be a link to it anywhere on your website? No, not in my opinion. Not unless, like on Helmore's website, their old one, we've just building a new one now. We do have a link to an instant valuation tool on one of the pages, but it says really clearly, it says it there. If you're thinking of selling now or in the near future, book a advice meeting so we can give you an accurate price for your property and a marketing plan. It then says, if you're not thinking of selling, get our instant valuation tool. It's not as accurate, but it will give you an idea. Okay. So, and that will funnel off the people into your long-term nurture sequence. That's what you want. You know, there's going to be people out there peddling these tools that tell you, know, you want to collect leads from your website. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that, but just in a better way. And why offer it front and center? That's my opinion anyway. Just got to put this comment up there for a sec. Boom, love it. You'll always get straight talk from Chris Kiriakou. That's one for you, guaranteed. A minor, I hate the way this site scrolls. I prefer a smooth scroll, but that's again just me. Properties, because if I want to go up slightly, like I just want to go up slightly to see what that was, and I can't. I've got to go that whole thing up again. Properties for sale, properties rent. Anyway, so latest news from the blog. So we've gone straight from they visited the site to let's show them news on the blog. Why? We should start talking about the experience. You know what they're going to get. Selling homes in Gloucestershire and blah blah blah. Opening the door to the next chapter in your life. Again, like what? I don't know what that means. Boom, this is something valuable. Oh, why is this where no one's going to scroll to? You got to know that, like you should know the average scroll rate of your website. And let me tell you, it's normally not more than 25%. Okay. And especially not if I haven't got anything so grabbing my attention. So let's think about this for a second, the flow of this. Sorry, Chris, I knew I'd go off on one, but let's think about let's think of a website as a road. Okay. A road someone's driving down. So I visit this road, I drive down to here. I go, oh, news from the blog, buy to let mortgages. Okay, let me go there. As soon as I go there, what's going to happen? I'm not going to see any of this good stuff down here. I'm gone. I'm not going to see your stats. You're expecting me to go read your blog and go, oh, I wonder what the rest of the homepage said. I'll go back and find out. That's never going to happen in a million years, right? So if you want them to see these great stats, oh my God, this scroll's really annoying. If you want them to see these lovely stats, they need to be at the top. And actually, that's going to give me a reason to continue to view this website, because when I see the stats, oh, right, these guys are good. Let me see what else they do. Let me see a bit about their marketing or something. But it's just not there. Charity partnerships, that needs to be in the menu. Awards, in the menu, unless you want to display a few here. About us, in the menu, okay? This page should be all about generating that appointment. And this latest news and blog, that needs to be the last thing on the website, right at the bottom. Right at the bottom down here. Like if they've got that far and they're really interested in you, go and read some stuff. This stuff, yeah, it's all right. Nothing major to talk about here. What's this? Agent that keeps you informed. Yeah, in truth, all I'm seeing is 20 distractions, I haven't counted them, away from my goal, which is to book an appointment. Okay. Your goal at the moment, Mr. and Mrs. Perry Bishop, is to inform everyone about everything that you do and hope they click on something. That's not a goal.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, Chris, I am a huge believer that you should have one value proposition and everything in your website should focus and support that claim. The more claims you have, the more confusion you have. And what are we trying to do with this website? And surely the purpose of an estate agent's website is to A, prove that you're a real life agent, and B, get you some people wanting a valuation. Because we go to move to find houses, people, this to generate listings.
That's right. That's right.
Look,
man, if I was looking at this site 9 years ago, I'd go, hey, this has got all the information I need, right? But right now, in the modern times, the way people search, like all of this stuff is just boring. Just grab me, get my attention, and direct me to the place to book an appointment. That's it.
I tell you now, I wonder how old those stats are as well, because I bet you a pound to a penny, they're the same stats that were when the website was set up.
Who knows? Let's see if there's actually if there's a date at the bottom. Sometimes. No, it's been updated. That's good. Yeah, this site, it needs work. It needs a complete in the bin and start again, in my opinion. I can't see any leads whatsoever being generated from this site, but I could be wrong. And I don't know anything about Perry Bishop. They may be massive in the towns that they're in, and their website does really well. But if I was starting a business, this site would make my business crunch if I was starting today. Okay, Zoe's asked a question. Let's have a look. How do you handle franchises if we have little or no control? That is a really, really great question, and one I get asked all the time because it is really difficult. You know, you've joined one of these franchises that are supposed to help you grow your business, and then you've got no control over one of the most important parts, which is your website or your subdomain with the franchises. So I'm calling out to all you franchise like owners and distributors, or whatever you call them. Give your franchisees a way to put their tracking pixels on there or something. But in the meantime, Zoe, you know, what I tend to recommend, sorry, Chris, once I finish this recommendation, what I tend to recommend is that you can still go ahead and build an on-brand landing page. If you want to drive traffic, to that landing page to convert visitors into an instant valuation tool or book an appointment, then you can create a secondary landing page. We do that for all our franchise clients. So we have a landing page that we run to our property price calculator domain to capture leads. It's not on brand, but if you wanted to do something on brand, then you can do that. You'd have to check your terms. But yeah, there's not much you can do apart from bend their arm or bend their ear. But that is a downside of some of these franchise operations. And we're going to come to one in a second, actually. I think we've got an EXP site lined up. Chris.
One of the things which I bang on about constantly is to become the trusted advisor of your town. And it's not all about you as the agent. It's about the punter and what they're interested in, because I'm a huge believer that people do business with people they trust. So how do you get people's trust? You get them to know, like, and trust you, because people do business with people they trust. How do you get someone to know you? You have to get someone to be interested in you as an agent. How do you get someone interested in you as an agent? Well, Chris, have you ever been to a party and someone talks about themselves all night?
Yeah, that's normally me.
What do we think to those people?
I don't know. We'd have to ask everyone else at the party.
Okay, let's just say there's a party where someone has actually got a bigger ego than you. And I said, what do you think to that person?
Yeah, you know, it gets a bit boring a bit quickly. That's it. You know, I don't necessarily pass a judgment, but it gets boring very quickly and I move on to someone else.
Okay. All I know is this, you know, I consider myself the UK's #2 business generation guru for estate and letting agents. And all I know is this: if you set up a blog about your town's property market and instead of trying to sell your wares as an estate agent, but you just go out there and talk about the one thing that every single homeowner in your town is interested in, which is the local property market, you will, by definition, become the most interesting person in the world. And then from that blog site, you can then bring them across to a landing page, what Chris does. So I'm actually saying is probably put, you know, set a blog up and then bring them through to a funnel, which could be your landing page on your franchisee's website. But even if you're not a franchisee, you could bring them across to your website as well. That's what I would do. Yeah,
you could have a blog site for your area, but make sure, again, that there's call to actions on there to maybe download a free guide or get an instant valuation or something like that. But certainly the bait to get them to that landing page would be, you know, some really good quality blog posts that position you as an authority in your town, and actually one that, yeah, like Chris said, gets people to know, like, and trust you a bit more. And then your follow-up should be the same. You know, if they are signing up for something, you want that email nurture sequence to get people to know, like, and trust you. You know, we've got clients like Helmore's now that have been on for about 2 years. They're pretty much, in many occasions, the only agents going in because their clients have gone through the funnel. They've seen something, they've gone on a website, they've got an instant valuation or downloaded a free guide. They're in the nurture sequence, which is 50 emails long, and that lasts 10 months. So they know that by the time they've gone through that nurture sequence, they're indoctrinated. And that really is what it's all about, is getting that person to be a raving fan, as Chris calls them, so that when the time comes, you're the only person that they're going to call. And what does that do? The knock-on is fees are better and your conversion rate's better. Sorry, Chris, go.
I think the big thing is that we, as you know, if you had a 0 to 10 on a scale, 10 being someone about to put their house on the market, 1 someone who's just moved home and they're not likely to move. We as estate agents are always trying to focus in on the people who are going from 9 to 10.
Yeah.
Because we want it now, because that is human nature. We're used to things, we want them now, we want the shortcuts. But what Helmors have done is that they've got people at number 5 or number 6 and then drip fed them information, you know, using nurture sequences, using great content, because you need great content to put in the nurture system. Because if you just send them an email every week saying, come and use us, we're a fucking brilliant estate agent, come and use us, we're a fucking brilliant estate agent, no one's ever going to use you. You have to give them great content, valuable and interesting, to the point where you are the only person, like it says. So play the long game, but we all know that playing the long game is the winning game.
Hey, you know, like I've said before, someone once asked me, yeah, Chris, all this sounds great, but how do you build a funnel that gets me leads today, now? And my answer was simply this: you build yourself a funnel that brings you leads later. Because when later comes, you'll then have a constant funnel of leads coming in every day.
Well, it's like
when COVID kicked in.
At the moment, estate agents are putting their hair out because they've spent the last 3 or 4 months running around like headless chickens.
Yeah.
So they haven't been doing any business generation.
Right.
It's
That's
like
right.
the old Chinese phrase. Go on.
So it's like when COVID kicked in, I had a client say, oh, should we stop our adverts now because COVID's here? I was like, well, if you want a gap, if you gap in 6 months' time when we come out of lockdown, hopefully, I didn't know, I was none brighter then about how long it was going to take. You know, if you stop advertising now, you gap as long as when you start advertising again in your lead generation, it will catch you. So, you know, start today. Let's say if I said to you, guaranteed, if you start today, you'll have a steady stream of leads in 6 months' time. Yeah. Why wouldn't you start? Yeah, you're going to have a gap for 6 months, but then you're going to have a constant, steady stream of leads. And that's how it's done.
And if you do need some valuation, if you do need some stock now, 19.6% of houses have been on the market. I chose 120 locations because that's the number of clients I have. And we looked at every single town, and 19.6% of houses have been on the market more than 4 months, which means they're out of sole agency. Now you're going to say, well, they're crap and shit. Well, yeah, but that's what's available. Go door knocking. Use the frozen pea method, which I can guarantee you is the very, very, very best way to get more stock. I tell you here and now, I used to be the branch manager for the Halifax estate agents in 2010, and then the bastards closed us down, right? And they completely obliterated us off the face of the earth, off the internet, everything. And they rebranded us to this firm called Intercounty. And we were like top dogs in the town. I mean, 10 years ago, we were turning over 60 to 80 grand a month in fees every single month. And this was Nottingham, and this was prices 10 years ago. So this was big money. And we just fell off the face of the earth, okay? And we started this frozen pea method of door knocking, and we were back in the top 5 within 2 months when it comes to new listings.
So before you tell us about the frozen pea method, which I'm sure you will, I want to figure out, like, no one asked in that moment, no one said, but Chris, who is the #1 lead generation person, blah, 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 whatever the title was you said. I was like, surely someone's going to ask, because I want to ask. But anyway, let's move on. Someone please ask so we can make him answer it. But in the meantime, frozen
you know what the answer is, don't you?
Go on, say it.
There is no one. I just like something to strive for.
Good. Keep trying to beat yourself. That is good.
Right.
That is good. That is good. So do you want to tell us about frozen pea, or should we move to the next website?
Let's move to the next one. There's this new website. Take this website down. YOUTUB, okay, .com, okay, and then you go to that new website and you type in the frozen pea method.
Okay.
Video on how to do it. Let's go to David Turnbull's because he's on holiday at the moment, drinking a refreshing pint of Lagres.
Right, so let me just turn that off. I don't know why that's there. 1 minute.
No, we're not. We're doing David Turnbull's. We're not doing Christian's. He couldn't be bothered to turn up. And if you don't get turned up...
where's it gone? 1 minute. I've lost it. Let me get back in the chat. There we go. Oh, God, I can't... David Turnbull.exp. David Turnbull. exp. .com. And there was a
David Turnbull.
.uk. Oh, all right. Bloody hell, they don't make it easy, do they? Right, davidturnbull.exp.uk.com. I mean, first of all, that's the lamest URL in the universe, apart from the David Turnbull bit, of course, but the rest is what a load of crap. Anyway,
but he couldn't do anything about that, so let's leave
definitely. So let's concentrate on what we can do something about, right? So let's have a look. First things first, we've got Facebook tracking there. Good. Is that David Turnbull's pixel? 1 pixel found. I can't tell, but no Google tracking. Right, David Turnbull, EXP, a personal service tailored to you. Yet again, this should be a personal estate agent experience tailored to you. Okay, because this not telling me or Google what you are straight away. So need to change that. You've got 2 H1 titles here as well, which is going to be confusing to Google. What that means, titles go in order of importance, H1 being the most important, then you've got H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. So your front and center title needs to be a H1 title, and it should say specifically who you are and what you do. Okay. Book a free consultation.
For what? Bridges over troubled waters?
Yeah, like, at the moment, right now, for all this could be what's the word when people counselling? This could be a counselling website. This could be a bridge over troubled, like you said, bridge over troubled waters. This could be landscaping. This could be anything, right? I have no idea yet what this site's about unless I see here properties for sale. Okay. Other than that, I have no idea what's going on. So, personal service tailored to you. Book a free. Oh, it does say property consultation there, Chris. I missed that bit. It does say it there. Let's see what happens. Oh, God, I'm giving everyone my address. 12,980. Let's see what happens. Okay. Request. La la la. A consent. Okay. All right, we'll come back to that. Okay, not a massive fan of that. Why choose EXP? Shouldn't this should be why choose David Turnbull? Okay, because at this moment in time, I have no clue who EXP are, what they do, or why I should choose them. And to find out, I've got to read this wall of text. That's not happening. I'm moving on from a wall of text. The first thing you're asking me to do is read a wall of text. I'm not doing it. That's just the way people are. All right. So change that. Why choose David Turnbull? Selling property can be exciting, nervous, exhilarating, whichever it goes. I'm on hand. See, I'm on hand. That's why that should say David Turnbull. I'll visit you in your property free of charge. Advise you. After that, into my.
We've got 12.
We. Good. I like the idea. The idea is sound. The implementation is not. Okay. So let's change that, like Chris said earlier, to you. What you'll experience. You can even say what you will experience choosing David Turnbull to sell your home. That's what I would write. What you will experience when you choose David Turnbull to sell your home, and then talk about that.
So the question is, where's David? Where's the picture?
Yeah, where is David? This picture here should be David. The header, I'd have the header as David. Like if look, sorry to be a little bit cheese, and it's totally separate, but this should be David. Okay, this should be help estate agents in David's area, and then book evaluation, and that should be a picture of David right there. Okay, a bit about you. And then you could literally rip this off, and that would be a great start for this EXP site.
We do have a picture of David at the bottom with family.
We have properties. Let me just see this. We have properties all over the area with a personal service to match. Okay. Yeah, like this. Yeah. Why is it tucked away? About me. Competent estate agents are everywhere until you instruct one. That's not about you. That's a dig at other estate agents. That's not about you. write something about you there. Okay, find out more. I'm going to find out more. Latest news, yeah. Free, yeah. Boom, boom. That's if you're going to use blog and instant valuation. That's where they should be. Chris is going to mention about having words in the pictures.
Look how latest he is.
What the 2020 March? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Yeah. So
come on, kid. Let's have some content.
Yeah. Number one, and number two, if it is old, like something I do when we're building sites is we take the date off. So no matter when it is, it's just evergreen, you know, and try and use a bit more evergreen content. But yeah, just get rid of the date on these blog posts. It doesn't need to be there. The footer's fine. We've got some links there. Free instant valuation in the right place, right at the end. I'm not going to say no more on that. But okay, I will. So I come to this. Look at this, like pop-up overload. I come to this. The first thing as a newbie I'm going to do, because the way my brain works, is go powered by ValPower Network. Oh, what's the ValPower Network? Okay, I'll go here, and then they want to generate. I'm gone. Right. So get your instant valuation providers, whoever they may be, to get rid of their logos that's spamming your instant valuation tools. It doesn't help. Right. Book a free. Okay. I wanted to see what that does in a minute. About competent estate engineering and strike one. So let's not talk about being number one. It's overrated and open to debate. Instead, let's talk about vendors. What vendors need most? One, that can be la. Yeah, it's cool. It's not really inspiring me to get in touch. It's not asking me to get in touch.
Got the L word there, Chris. Local.
Yeah, where is it? I can't even.
About the local area.
Oh yeah. So just as Chris said earlier, right in your area there, Devon, about West Devon, about Tavistock. It's all in there. And also, look, this just so you guys know, in terms of copywriting, this would fail any copywriting like measurement. It's really hard to read. Like, it's got to be accessible. Some people say to like 9-year-olds, right? Write it for 9-year-olds, and you will find that people will associate with it and read it. First of all, split up this text into at least, I would say, four chunks. For this size text to make it easy to read. There's a lot of numbers in here. Like, you know, it's really hard to read. Make that a bit more
Chris. Easy. Coming in live from Bedford, we've got Zoe, and we've just posted in the comments, Tony Ruby from EXP. Go and have a look at that bad boy. It is Morada de Grande Muchos.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so David, hope you got some useful tips out of that. And this also answers Zoe's question a little bit. But these sites, at least you've got something that's personal. A lot of franchises, you just get a subdomain, which is a load of rubbish. You've got your own pixel in there, which is great, but it could do with improving. I want to see this handsome guy on the front page, right at the top, like here. David Turnbull, estate agent for Tavistock. Boom, estate agent in Tavistock, because that's what people type. Okay, moving on. What's the name again, Chrissy?
It's in the write up, but it's
Tony Ruby. Tony Ruby. Oh, not Rookie. Ruby.
Thank you, David Turnbull, for your kind.
All right. So we can see there's a bit of a theme. Free. Boom. Straight away. Get it there. Get let down in 60 seconds or less. Think of me as an amateur in 60 seconds or less. Get a stupid valuation from a robot in 60 seconds or less. And then you'll think I'm a load of shit. Is that clear now to everyone? Like, don't have it front and center. Okay. About Tony Ruby. Been working First thing, Chris, you're going to jump in here?
I'm just going to see how many views there are.
But I do like it. I like the fact that you've come in. Your local property expert, get a valuation. Why work with me? Yeah. I'd like to see a picture of you in action here, because we're talking about why working with you. Maybe you want a valuation, or you at your desk or something like that. Read my testimonials. Let's have a look at that. We have property to sell all over the area. This means I don't understand this. Anyway, what is this? What's going on here? Testimonials. Why is there this big gap? Latest news. Oh, someone. I recognize these pictures. Someone's using someone. Let's accept that. That GDPR thing, cookie notice, is not compliant, by the way, so that needs to be sorted. No tracking pixels on this site. That needs to be sorted. Maybe that's why the GDPR notice wasn't compliant. Is Grantham? Oh, he's in Grantham. Interesting. No, we're all from Chris. Right, so there's nothing on here about what you do. So I've got to go away and search for that. Like, I'd like to have a bit about the marketing in terms of like when you instruct us step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, what they might experience using you. Because what we've got here about Tony, and then why work with me? Yeah, a great take pride, blah, blah, blah. Marketing is absolutely key. It's all right. It's all right.
It's not bad.
It's all right. I'm going with this all right. Yeah, it's all right. Let's have a look. Testimonials. Oh, got a whole heap of 3 there. Amazing.
It's only been 3 weeks. Give it.
I mean, yeah, but also like try and get pictures of these people so I can associate with a bit more. And these are way too long. No one's going to let's think about it. No one's going to come to this page and read all of that. They're not going to do it. You're better off showing some little, the little bubbles with 1 sentence. Tony was great. We cannot, this bit. Cannot thank you enough for your time and effort. Boom, that's it. That's all you need. 5-star. This last sentence, booking of your easily managed, 5-star. Boom, this one's fine. Tony's a superstar. Boom, 5-star. That's it. That's all you need. Okay, so cut them down to like 1 sentence with a picture of the person. What else we got, Chris? Is that it? That's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we'll leave it at that. We've got no.
Find out more. Who is Tony? Why is there no picture? Is that me? Let me read that again.
Well, we had a picture of him at the start.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to have another one here. Let's get you moving. Let's see what happens when you do that. Get in touch. Okay, so the journey is a little bit not congruent, like what we said with Tony's, with Ian's stories earlier. It does work, but it's not really like you want to take someone from about me to the next page, which was what? Let's look again. About me. Let's get you moving. What does that mean? But yeah, it's all right. So let's get you moving should be book an appointment. Not get in touch. Book an appointment. Let people know what they're doing. Get your Calendly link on there or whatever. Book an appointment. That's going to get you leads. And also it says there, look, it says there, inquiry. You don't want inquiries. You want booked appointments. So you can have this on your contact page. That is your contact page. But the page where it came from about Ruby, let's get you moving, should go to a page to book an appointment, not your contact us page. I know that might be a bit difficult with EXP and all that stuff. If they need advice on how to build websites properly, get them in touch. I will gladly help them to help you. But in the meantime, if anyone else is watching this, think about the journey. When they click a button, what happens? But it's all right. It's not bad. It's better than a lot of sites. And especially for a personal agent website, it's all right. It's doing a job. Chris?
I think we're about there. We're an hour up. I want to say thank you very much for everyone for attending. We were planning to do website takedown 5.
If you guys want it, we can always talk about something else. I mean, talking about websites might be getting a bit boring, but whatever. Just ping us messages. Let us know subjects you want to talk about, and we'll jump on and do a Chris versus Chris in whatever it may be. What's this? You can do my new one if you want, but I'm not strictly an agent. Thanks, guys. Edutainment at its finest. Pete Butler. Thank you, Pete. Thanks for joining. Always great to have you around. Loving your videos, by the way, on Google Ads. Ross Lindsay says you can do our site. We've run out of time, Ross, I think. But post a link and I'll have a look, and maybe I can talk to you about that separately. I think someone's posted the link to, is that maybe your frozen P method? So that's in the chat. Great. guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed that. I've tried to be a bit less harsh. a bit more less harsh. I don't know if that makes sense. But for me, it's all about the journey on that page. What you want them to do when you're building a site. Think about what you actually want the person to do, not what you want to tell them or fill their head with. Okay. And I think for most people, what you want them to do is book an appointment, book a valuation, or book a viewing. That is what you want them to do. So make it easier for that to happen and entice them to do it. That's it. Chris, any final closing thoughts on that?
I just want to say thank you very much, Chris, for your thoughts today. And particularly, I'd like thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've had a reasonable number of people here. We don't really mind if we had no one, because it's just banter between.
Yeah, we still have a laugh.
So thank you for your time today, and we'll resurrect one of these probably later on in August. So thank you for your time. Have a lovely weekend, everyone. And one final thought, Chris, what are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing this weekend? Nothing, just quality time with the fam. You know, that's it. Quality time with the family. Excellent. Well, let's leave you all in peace. Thank you very much for your time and efforts, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. It's goodbye from him and goodbye from me. Take care, guys. See you later.